course, again, we've seen Delta Force take these tournaments. Even no matter what the competition is, Delta Force is always going to make its presence known. And speaking
we're
of
going
making
straight into
it. Oh yeah, no, there is. You kidding me? This is me, Brawler. He came with the knuckles cracked already, ready to throw some hands with
no time
the
to
robotic
even think.
operating buddy. And yeah, I mean, look, there is no thinking when you're an automaton. You just get to control neutral with that top, and you get to throw out that nair, consider your spacing, and yeah, you know what? If someone wants to fight you, they got to keep in mind they are fighting the Rob.
Yeah. Oh my.
And the Rob can do that. More to the point, more pertinently, Amber.
I feel like now that I'm thinking about it more, we were talking about how Yeast could potentially get a matchup check here, mostly just because this is a really bad Rob matchup. But I feel like the way Zomba plays, it's going to be a lot harder for Yeast to be able to get these opportunities that make this matchup so bad for Rob, because Zomba is a brawler as hell, Rob. Like, no, that sounded really confusing. I bet. Okay.
No, we get it. No, this is the Rob that likes to knuck up. It is a very tri-state mentality, right? Where you just want to be able to get in someone's face. You want to assert yourself, and you know that if you are going to get your way, it's because you will have dominated your way into that conversation. 2 back air, 2 KOs. The Prince of New York, the Duke of Staten Island, making the presence known once again, courtesy of the robotic operating buddy.
Oh, beautiful footstool there, but unfortunately gonna get interrupted by that frame 3 nair out of shield there. Still, dude. Yeast isn't going down without a fight. Beautiful FMP right there. Getting rid of that first stock, but I think it might be a little too late, unless the suplex might add the damage he needs to get that cheesy as hell ladder combo off the top here. This is PS2 after all, probably one of Brawler's best stages.
Exactly, and the fact that you have the shortest ceiling in the competitive stage list certainly going to play into Crownless Beck's favor. Of course, we're just gonna switch back and forth between those names. I've conceded that at this point, but I mean, then again, you're also at the risk of falling victim to Rob up air, which again, Rob, it's a big enough frame to shark without putting yourself at risk all too much. There we go. Eventually is going to get those punches connecting off of the top, and Yeast, all you got is a chip and a chair, but sometimes it's all you need to win.
Yeah, like I said before, this is PS2. This is going to be, like you said, the shortest ceiling in the game, so it's very possible for early stocks to happen here. Pretty much at any percent, like right here. Now it's that percent.
Yes. No, we are seeing
Zomba. On that platform, Zomba. Get out of there.
Yeah. And that is the problem with Rob's Nair. I mean, it is powerful, but it is readable. And if you make yourself predictable with it, you are liable to be parried. And here we go. Crownless Beck going to get the hands and makes the comeback off the floor and on the board. You got to give it up going Yeast mode on Zomba.
That should not have killed. What? Oh my god.
Oh, man.
I'm looking back at the... he died off and up till that 40. What the hell?
And I mean, all Zomba can do is just shake his head. And you gotta say, you feel for the guy a little bit until you realize he's playing Rob. So we're going to game number 2, and it's just if you're
what to think about.
Zomba, yeah, I mean, you had that, and then you got reverse 3 stocked. Like, what do you even say?
I mean, it's so hard to... I feel like in this matchup, it might be really difficult to... No way. Okay.
No.
I've never seen someone fall out of thrower like that before. What the hell? But, I feel like in this matchup, it's going to be a little bit too difficult to kill with Rob. I mean, like, outside of grabs like that, it's gonna be, like, kind of annoying because this character doesn't really have any fast kill options. Like, maybe up smash, and, like, you can catch spot dodges with that back air, and, like, there's some opportunities here and there, but the thing is, Brawler is just way too fast for a character like Rob to intercept anything like that, with anything that will actually kill.
Makes you wonder, right? Because I am not all that certain that it's going to be, Oh, hang on. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I mean, and again, it's not only you're doing bad, but you know that this Brawler has the ability to take 3 straight stocks off of you, and now he's going even with you. He's not just playing against you. he's playing right alongside you. He's playing with confidence. He feels like he belongs. And if you are Zomba, you have to establish, it's like, no, you're the guest in this house.
Come on, he needs to put this... He's crownless for a reason, but I feel like after this set, it might be an opportunity for Yeast to finally add the crown to his tag there. But, right now, kind of struggling to get things started again. I feel like Zomba just pretty much has decided the pace of the game, playing a little bit less, like, trying to play a little bit less of that boxing game, and just kind of actually playing the zoner like a zoner. Who'd have thought?
I mean, the mind boggles, but yeah, no, that's...
No way. Okay. My heart stopped. No way. Okay. Yeah. This character's giving me, like, a heart attack after every single up tilt or up air Yeast throws out. Yeah, I swear.
Yeah, welcome to the Me Brawler experience. It is a dangerous time for everybody, player, spectator, commentator alike. So we are going to see now. Again, you need, and this is where it needs to be. You need to be able to attack on that damage and make that up air a priority. However, again, Crownless Beck doing a decent job of avoiding it, and now all you've done is okay, you've just done pissed off to me, and that's not a good thing. However, the Nair does have that straight hit kill power, and Yeast is going to try to clean this up. Eventually, not able to do so. You know it would have with rage.
For sure. If he still had that rage at 170% from before.
Beautiful!
No way! Insane
a master stroke! Master stroke from the so-called crownless Beck, looking to take a crown off of the Prince of New York. And Zomba now in real danger of going down to loser's side before even the final.
Oh my god, this is not looking too good for the #1 seed here. Yeast just a few interactions away. That platform right there, that is the... Oh my god, that is the danger zone. You do not want to be stuck on there. Trying to go for an up throw would probably condition something out of him. But the up tilt, again... Dude, every single option he's throwing out is correct. Yeah. He's always just a frame or two off. And those frames matter so much to a character like Rob right now.
Yeast is 0-3 competitively against Zomba. Could the fourth time be a charm? Zomba trying to play advantage state. Crownless Beck just running out of gas before the ledge. And Zomba survives a test in game number 2 and realizing that Zomba, you know, as well as he is playing to have stymied the tide in that game 2, he has to feel in the back of his mind like he kind of got away with one.
Yeah, I feel like if you're Zomba right now, you're telling yourself, like, yeah, like, game 1 isn't going to happen again. I can't let myself fall asleep at the wheel in neutral again. I can't autopilot like that. I can't lose this, basically. I feel like that's also being in his mind a lot.
Very true, and we are going to go PS2 all the way for this game 3. And yeah, you do not want to be dropping these. You need to get this thing. You need to be punching this Me Brawler around like it's a beach ball at a concert. So now that we have the opportunities to, take advantage of the flippy doodles, as I so affectionately call it, and it's never going to catch on, so I'm probably not going to continue on with that.
No, I'll keep it going. It's hilarious. But
I appreciate that. You know what? Sometimes you just got to be a Me Brawler and do a flippy doodle. But that's the up airs. Again, you're catching out these jumps. You're catching out these aerial options. And Zomba is starting to establish it just a little bit more. The last thing that you can really afford to do is let this Me Brawler establish momentum on flat ground.
Yeah, I feel like that's right now. Like, the neutral game is going to be really important right here. That gyro is going to be controlling a majority of it. Go, my son. Hold down the neutral. And, okay, not going to get a stock off of that. But still, 180% right now. Still holding on here. Like I said before, Rob is going to be struggling to kill here if he can't get that grab or even... Oh, no. Okay, he's still alive. He's still alive.
Oh my. Yeah. Oh, my. Yeah.
I mean, that's... Die by the flippy doodle. Like
that's what happens, man. No, you want a flippy doodle, you get flippy down aired, and that's Zomba going to take the first stock. Beautiful catch, and again, you wanna jump at ledge. That's what's gonna happen to you. Zomba is able to react to that. Right, beautiful catch, however, on the platform. Yeah. No, this is this is Zomba and a crownless Beck, Yeast, whatever tag you want to be going with. These two are trading blows like they belong in the ring together. And I feel like as the set goes on, even with that game 2 loss, Crownless Beck is starting to believe it. As he should.
Oh, man, these recoveries are looking a little bit too predictable. I think Zomba's catching on to it a little bit more. You can see a whole lot of drift in, double jump. Like, it's getting a little bit too easy for Zomba to keep this advantage state going. Oh no, the flip, getting caught twice there! Again, the early double jumps getting caught so easily.
Yeah, that is a rough one to give up if you are Crownless Beck, and now you need to really dig deep. And Crownless Beck is a very impressive man in real life. I believe a black belt in either judo or taekwondo. I will ask for the... And there you go. Turns out the character's got hands too, and all of a sudden, Crownless Beck one away from a crown jewel victory on perhaps the best player in Tri-State right now, as Zomba in very real danger of going to loser's side at the beginning of top 8, Amber.
Just one. Oh no, wait. No. You gave it so much hype and you immediately died to missing the DI on that up air. So close yet so far. Zomba taking his ticket right into winners finals here. And Yeast had an incredible performance, but I think just the clutch gene is just not in him just yet. But still has an opportunity to make the miracles happen in this losers bracket.
Yeah, no, you know that's the face of someone who wants to come back for more. That is someone who has a newfound belief coming away from this setup. Okay, you did not come away with a victory, but you came away with something else. You came away knowing that you can hang with just about anybody. If you are not ready to face off against the best me brawler in North America, you will find yourself reacting as Zomba just did at the end of that game number 1. Zomba, though,
I don't think anyone expected that to kill. That was ridiculous. He got one up till that 40% and converted that into a whole stock.
It was a little ridiculous, but then again, you have Rob's up air, and then you have that. So Crownless Beck perhaps finding an equalizer in the toolkit. But again, as we saw, that game number 3 making all the difference, and it really does feel like it came down perhaps to that first stock, just the ability to pile up that damage and even just instill the belief that you can do anything. And that's where Zomba was able to take advantage. You got careless at ledge.
Yeah, for sure. I again, like, the disadvantage, I think, was the nail in the coffin for Yeast here. Those really predictable double jumps, those really predictable flips, like, everything was just, like, a little bit too easy for Zomba to catch. You just let him have those edge guards on a silver platter right there, Yeast. Come on.
Yeah, and we saw that. I mean, it was... Maybe anticlimactic is the word that you would use, but then again, we see, catching him with the nair, and again, yeah, you failed the chance time. That's just how it happens. Sometimes it's a flip of a coin, and you lose. You lose the DI, and you lose the set. However, again, I truly do believe if you are Yeast, you walk away with the belief that you can fight with just about anybody. Like, you have no real reason to fear. You come in with respect, but you come in knowing surely that you can take it to just about anybody in Tri-State or in the world.